Come on guys, I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, listen, I want to talk about a story that happened on February 7th out there in Oklahoma. Shout out Oklahoma. And it's about this young lady right here. And this is a tragic story. Her name is Nexus. They call her Nex. Benedict. She's 16 years old, right? And I think she's from Owasso, Oklahoma. Ladies and gentlemen, this girl got into a fight, harmless fight at high school. And she tragically lost her life when she went home, felt fine, went and got a hospital visit, went to the hospital and everything else. And she went home, went to sleep. And I guess the next morning when she woke up, she tragically lost her life. She suffered. And I want to play this video, and it has the body cam footage because a lot of people are running around the internet. And, a lot of stuff, kids were saying is not true about how she looked and what happened. It's tragic when kids fight. They shouldn't be out there fighting. Let's be honest with that. But I want all you young people to know that are out there in school, just because you feel fine after an altercation don't mean you are fine. This is one of the times, and this rarely happens, but it does happen, that when you get into any type of situation and fight, sometimes the worst can happen and you don't even see it coming. Take a look at this and we'll come back and talk about it.
In coverage tonight, starting with Fox 23's crime and safety reporter John Acebus. John, you've gone through all of that video today. What does it reveal?
So when Nex's mother finally calls police to the Bailey Medical Center in Owasso, we hear from Nex themselves about why they believe that fight happened. We also hear an Owasso police officer say the school dropped the ball in the response. We began watching the body camera of an Owasso police officer who came after Nex's mother called to have a police report filed.
Hey, stranger.
Nex was here to get checked out after a fight earlier that afternoon on February 7th.
When did this happen today?
Around 1.
You hear Nex explain to the officer there was something that Nex did not like about what a group of girls said while they were stacking chairs during school, and it ended up spilling over into the bathroom.
So they just continued to pick on you and pick on you. Then at some point you did what happened? They got up and confronted you in class, or or did you say it was the bathroom or the hallway? Okay, the bathroom.
We were going to stack chairs, and after we stacked chairs, we went to the bathroom.
Okay.
And I was talking with my friends, they were talking with their friends, and we were laughing, and they had said something like, "Why do they laugh like that?" And they were talking about us in front of us. And so I went up there and I poured water on them. They came at me, they grabbed onto my hair, I grabbed onto them. I threw one of them into a paper towel dispenser, and then they got my legs out from under me and got me on the ground, started beating the shit out of me.
Okay.
And then my friends tried to jump in and help, but I'm not sure, I blacked out.
Owasso police say some students and a staff member broke it up. Here's video of Nex walking out of the nurse's office with the security officer, and then walking out of the school with their mom. Watch again. You can see they did not need any assistance, which is different than what people are sharing on social media, saying Nex could barely walk and needed help getting to the principal's office. Online, people have blamed the school for not calling an ambulance. We also found out Nex did not know the girls they fought with, which is also different than what people are posting.
We don't know each other.
Well, you know of each other with the vape situations and all that, or
No, before this we had no recollection. Before this ISP thing, we never saw each other. The freshmen were sophomore.
Okay.
We didn't know any.
Okay.
I don't know their names. I don't know.
The following day, less than 24 hours later, Nex's mother calls 911 from their home, frantic.
She's breathing in, but then her eyes they open, but she's doing like a like a really quick, and her hands are posturing already. They're rolling in like I don't know if it's from her head injury, because the girls that beat her up knocked her to the ground, and she hit her head on the bathroom floor. And when I got there, the school was like, I think you might need to take her to the hospital.
Back to the hospital room the day before Nex died. Nex's mother is upset the school didn't contact police, and the officer doesn't blame her.
Any criminal type action, the school is supposed to give us a call.
That's what
So whether they just got, and I'm not making excuses for them, but I've seen it happen both ways. Either maybe they forgot, maybe there was other things going on, who knows? But the fact of the matter is they dropped the ball in this one.
Nex's mother wants someone held accountable, but the officer explains Nex started it by throwing the water.
She's the one who started the domino effect.
Yeah.
If she had never done that, and I'm not blaming you.
I know.
If you had not have done that, we may not even be here.
After a 20 or so minute conversation, the officer leaves.
I'll see you around.
Now back to the 911 call the following day.
She's breathing in, but doing like shallow breaths and then out.
Okay.
And her eyes are kind of rolling back.
2 weeks after Nex died, Owasso police released a preliminary report from the medical examiner saying Nex did not die of trauma, but an official toxicology report is still forthcoming.
Does she take any medication?
No. She does at night, yes, but she hasn't had none today.
Okay. And does she take any illegal drugs? Not that I care, I just need to know. Okay.
No, she does not.
Has she ever had any kind of like seizure or anything before?
No, she hasn't.
Okay. Can she still like look at you? Like if you're
No, her eyes are rolled up. Her eyes are rolled up and kind of. Gosh, I hope this ain't from her head. They're supposed to have checked her out good.
Owasso police say once they complete their investigation, it'll then be sent to the FBI and the Tulsa County District Attorney. DA Steve Koonsweiler released a 2-paragraph statement saying, in part, "This currently is an active law enforcement investigation. As such, we do not comment upon nor do we speculate about what may or may not be a crime. Obviously, the unexpected death of a person, especially a child, is a tragedy."
In putting together this content tonight, we sourced 3 different video links, which we have embedded to this story on Fox23.com. So,
all right, guys, that's the story of Nex Benedict, who tragically lost her life. May she rest in peace. But guys, reason why I did this story is, man, this is a messed up situation to be in. Now, she poured water on those kids after an argument or whatever. She's the one that threw the first stone. Cop told her that. She seemed fine. Now, the only thing the school isn't, wrong about was they were supposed to call law enforcement and they didn't. So that's the only thing that the school is like really messed up on their part about. But the thing that's messed up is they said, the autopsy report says she didn't die from trauma. So they're saying the fight didn't kill her. But what's crazy is she still died all the same. Sometimes you could have a hidden illness or something wrong with you that could be triggered from some type of trauma from something else. So the beating might not have killed her, but she might have had a problem with her brain or some type of, because it seemed like the way she was acting, it seemed like she had a blood clot or something. You understand what I'm saying? It could have been something minor. Now, I don't know when she went to the hospital what test they ran on her neither. And that's, I think, is the big thing, because a lot of times you go in there, they treat your symptoms. They don't treat what happened to you a lot of times. So they probably gave her a concussion test and other things. She probably just wanted to get out of there, and the doctor only going to go with what you tell him, and she probably felt fine. I believe it. She probably felt fine. But I mean, I think if they ran extensive tests on her, they would have found something that was wrong and she would have woke up the next day fine. I honestly do. But this is a tragic situation, and it all came from like a fight start, some cattiness. You see what I'm saying? When you're in high school and people are teasing you and saying certain things, sometimes you gotta let that go. You gotta let that go. If I had fought everybody that said something to me or said something about me when I was in school, I wouldn't be here today. I'd be doing life in jail or just dead somewhere. It's funny, people think high school is the end all be all, like this is going to be your life. It's not. Most of the friends you have, you'll never see again. And if you do keep in contact with them, it'll be very infrequently because they got to live their own life too. This is a tragic thing that happened to this young lady, and her mother's sitting around wondering why. And as a parent, to wake up and see your child with her eyes rolled back of her head and her hand doing weird gestures and her having shallow breathing, It's horrific. Now, I don't know if this is her only child. I don't know. But I mean, all insane, man, this is horrible. And it shouldn't have happened. See what the cop told her, you started it. So I can't do nothing to the kids. You see what I'm saying? But I mean, hopefully the toxicology report will come back. And I'm not trying to put no speculation in there like everybody with social media, but this has to be said. Sometimes you don't know what your children do when they're outside your house. They could be angels in the house and be doing stuff in the street you don't know. You know, you might have a good kid, but they might be around kids that are not so good, and still peer pressure and stuff is serious. She might have took something or whatever. You don't know. But until the toxicology report comes out, the cause of death, you know, it's not going to, it'll be revealed. I'm very interested in this case because it's strange, but it shows like a whole bunch of nothing can leave people with answers of why something happened. And it's just just confusing. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.